on the diamond or on the ice. Go to prepfilms.com. It's easy. You can order your DVD online. At prepfilms.com, you make the memories. We'll make them last forever.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Mom, can I have $1? Yeah, it's right. I think my purse is upstairs on the bed. It's not here. Check the dining room. No. What about your sister's room? It's not there either. The upstairs closet? The downstairs closet? There are no more closets.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
IHSA Network Basketball is presented by Country Financial. What's your idea of financial security? Visit countryfinancial.com and we'll help you achieve financial security no matter where you're starting from. Hillcrest with a win in the third place game. Don Houston, the season is over. The third place trophy. It's been a very up and down year that started all the way back in June, but you have to be thrilled that your kids at least go out as a winner.
You know what? This is an excellent experience for our kids. You know, I told them in the locker room, a lot of kids play and they don't get a chance to experience this. And for them to start where they started and be able to experience this is a great thing for them. So I'm happy that we finished it downstate and did what we did.
There's so much emotion with your team that goes all the way back to June when Ryan was killed and you didn't have his presence here, but maybe spiritually, to some extent, these kids felt him all the way here.
Ryan has been with us from the beginning, and he'll always be with us. You know, all of us, we take it as a pledge to make sure Ryan's in our heart at all times. You know, I told those guys, I know it's a third place game, but I'm going to coach my heart out, and I'm going to coach my heart out for him and them, and for them to play their hearts out for all those guys in the locker room and him, and they did that.
Okay, congratulations, Coach, and a big win. Don Houston, winner of the third place game for Hillcrest. They take home the third place trophy, and they'll take it back to Country Club Hills. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Just a reminder that kids who participate in high school sports tend to go a little farther than those who don't.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
And welcome back to Carver Arena. Hillcrest knocking out Lamphere in the third place game. Class 3A tournament just about done. We have a state championship game coming up. You don't want to miss it between North Chicago and the hometown kids of Peoria Central. Coming up next, we will see the three-point showdown brought to you by Country Financial, a longtime partner of the IHSA and a tradition here at Carver Arena dating a long way back. The three-point contest where kids compete from the regional round to the sectional round all the way to the preliminary round on Thursday of each class. And then the final four of each class shoot during the tournament rounds of the semifinals. Now this will be the representatives from each class, what we call the King of the Hill. And we are ready to go for shooter number one. And so our first shooter will be from Gordon Tech, the 2A representative, David Andrews, the senior, and he will start first. 45 seconds, 3 racks. Off to an okay start. Double digits is the key. If you can get there, you're in pretty decent shape. 3 balls in the first rack for David. Gordon Tech had quite a run to the sectional championship game until losing to Rockford Lutheran up at South Beloit. 6 after 2 racks. Getting close to that double figure mark. He will end with 9, and this shot will be our bonus ball. This is for $500 to the General Scholarship Fund of each school. David, 9's not bad, or 8 or 9, it's a decent number. Not what you wanted, though.
No.
We'll turn around and say hello to everybody in Chicago. What do you think?
It's kind of disappointing. I worked hard for it, but they kind of surprised me on that horn. I was a little warning, but you know, it is what it is. So.
Used to the environment, though.
Yeah, used to it. So.
All right, well, we'll see if 8 holds up. There's a lot of work to do, but for David Andrews, a good experience, no doubt, for the Ram from Gordon Tech. Now, next up, Patrick Schmelsley, the 1A champ from Ackwen. Ackwen falling in these sectional finals, so he got to shoot along the way, just like David did. Ackwen falling to Sterling Newman Catholic before Newman fell in the super sectional round to North Shore. Now Schmelsley is a senior. Last time he gets to put on the jersey, he's got 5. And a pretty good crowd here. These kids are used to it, though, at this point. Having shot here the other day, 7 there. This is for the tie, and he ends with 8. And for the bonus ball, $500 to Ackwen's Scholarship Fund. So 8, that holds up right now.
That's in the lead?
That's in the lead right
Man,
now.
that was bad. That was bad.
Why was it bad? Just no rhythm?
I don't know. I didn't shoot yesterday, so that was probably a bad idea. But
is it hard to win last week and then wait all week and prepare to get here?
I don't know. We had baseball practice, so I would shoot before baseball. So.
Well, maybe it messed with the arm motion a little bit. All right, Patrick Schmelsley, the senior. And right now, 8 is our lead. Can anyone top 8? Jake Mastranzi yesterday knocked out Fred Van Vliet in his shootout for the Class 4A crown, so he goes 3rd. And a good start for him with 3. Again, double figures. If you can get there, you're all right. Academic All-Conference, as we said last night. This is the furthest he's ever been. The junior had that one round in and out. 4 for him. And now can he land 8? Oh! And the bonus ball, not quite. Well, Jake, you got here on a tiebreaker. You couldn't get in a tiebreak there, just 1 short.
I just went out and tried my best, the best I could.
How much fun has this weekend been? You guys were able to shoot last night, quick turnaround today.
It was a lot of fun, just happy to be here. Just want to thank my dad and my high school coach for helping me out.
All right, well, congratulations to you. Thanking your dad and Chaz Taft, the head coach at South Elgin, the Storm. And our final shooter, Keenan Miner. Keenan Miner from Cahokia, the only downstate representative. It's a real tight battle. Can anyone get more than 8? He is in good shape, though. And it's all about rhythm. Going to the right of the rack here at the top of the key. You can see the angle is just a little bit off for him, but he's got 7. He needs 2 to win. Not a lot of lift on his shot right now. He needs 2 to win. He needs 1 to tie. We got 1 more here. This is for the bonus ball for $500 to the Cahokia General Scholarship Fund. There you go. All right, Keenan. Hold on. 8 is probably not what you wanted, but it's a tiebreaker, 3-way tie.
Yeah, I got tired. I don't know.
Is it just tough mentally to turn around and get ready for this?
Sometimes, not really though. Not really. It's just it's kind of fun for real.
All right, well, we'll let you enjoy the tiebreaker. See how this works out. We got 3 shooters for this one. They're going to move the racks to the corners. If you joined us last night, we saw a tiebreaker at night. And Keenan just kind of walks over to the bench, throws his hands up, going, I don't know. I don't know. Just a little bit tired. Energy is tough to find. We're going to start the clock for the warm-up. Now, 30 seconds on the racks on the end lines. We have mentioned that sometimes these kids practice this. However, it's just an entirely different setup from the corner. The background from the corner, as you can see, is very difficult. You can get a good look at it from here, from the far side. And so, once again, we have the Class 3A State Championship coming up. It's going to be North Chicago, featuring Illinois State recruit Aaron Simpson, who in 3 games here at Carver Arena has struggled shooting. 4 of 19 yesterday, but his teammates were able to pick him up. Guys like Kurt Hall and Kevante Curry. Some sophomore help as well. And North Chicago looked as fierce as we've ever seen them in the second half, rallying from 11 down at halftime to get the win. For Peoria Central, they have size, 6'7", 6'6", 6'10", but they are all banged up. And we'll see how healthy they are and see what kind of energy they have with the hometown crowd behind them here at Carver Arena. We're going to have David Andrews go first, and he will shoot for the Rams. Pretty much the same order, I understand. So your 8 didn't hold up, Jake, or I should say, Patrick. The 8 and everyone else kind of struggled too.
I don't know, maybe we're nervous or something.
Well, it's just another opportunity to shoot. I think you guys are just trying to extend this, right?
Yeah, maybe we can go and do another one.
We'll go into another one here. Well, we got 3. This is David Andrews. He'll start. Off to a good start, though. Smoking. Patrick just looking at it going, whoo. The Atwood Bulldog knows he's got some work to do. 4 on this side. And now David Andrews will end with 4. Well, you're off to a hot start there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I hope it stands. I don't know.
Well, your 8 held up.
Yeah. I just pray it stands.
All right, well, David Andrews is going to hold for that. 4 holds up. And now the Ackman representative, Schmelzy. I promised I wouldn't get it wrong, and I did. Schmelzley. I know Mom and Dad are watching at home. Extended family up there in Freeport. The Bulldogs, not to be confused with the other team in town, the Pretzels, the Freeport Pretzels. Now, if you're a Freeport grad and you start rooting for the Ackman kids, you're known as a Twisted Pretzel. A little trivia for you there. 3 for him on that first rack. See if you can get it to go down on the other side of the court. Good lift for Schmelzley. That one is on the line. They're not going to count that one. Well, Patrick, some fatigue may be wearing it. You had a foot on the line for one there.
Man, that's rough.
Tight officiating here, don't you think?
I don't know. I need a replay on that one.
All right, I don't be able to get that for. I'll look at it myself, I promise. So we'll double check his score. He had 7 in the lead. We'll check with the officials on the official score. We are going to go with 7 on that one. And so Keenan Miner will have to top 7. And he will go for our final tiebreaker. He's got 5 in that first rack. The lift continues to get lower and lower, but that is for the tie. This is for the win. Maybe this one will be our winner. It is Keenan Miner. You, my friend, are the king of the hill, but it was a long one, huh?
I got tired again.
What's it like to be known as the best 3-point shooter in the state?
It's very good. I've never had this experience before, so I mean, just setting the tone for the next year, basically.
All right, well, congratulations to Keenan, the junior from Cahokia. Is the king of the hill. And let's check in with Paul Herzog, our public address announcer for our ceremony of the Country Financial 3-Point Showdown.
Jacob Estrazi of South Elgin. In 3rd place, David Andrews of Chicago Gordon Tech. In 2nd place, Patrick Schmelzley of Freeport Equin. And the king of the hill from Cahokia, Keenan Miner, the 3A winner. Congratulations to all And our thanks to Country Financial for your support.
More fun traditions here at Carver Arena, the King of the Hill contest, and Keenan Miner is that. A good season for him, capped off with a 3-point championship here in the state of Illinois. Our Class 3A state championship is coming up next. North Chicago making its first ever appearance against Peoria Central. Been here 8 times before. 3A title game coming up next.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
I'm a family farmer.
My family farms too. I'm making sure the food I grow is safe for my family.
And for yours.
I don't cut corners. It wouldn't be right.
But family farmers haven't talked to you lately.
We'd like to talk with you now.
We know you have questions about how we raise your food.
Treat our animals.
And protect the environment.
Join a conversation at watchusgrow.org.
A conversation with the farm families of Illinois.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. Now, we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
We are about 15 minutes away from tipping from our Class 3A state championship game, North Chicago and Peoria. You don't want to miss it. We just finished up a fabulous third-place game, Hillcrest knocking off Springfield, and the Hillcrest folks met with the media just a couple of minutes ago.
One of the things that I think was a flaw in yesterday's game was that we didn't attack and score as much down low. So that was probably a big bonus for us because as I recall 2 years ago when we won the state championship, we won it because we pounded down low. And so we did it a little bit more this game. And, you know, in my opinion, that may be the formula that works down here because, you know, the players have to get used to the atmosphere and the environment, so you need to take the easiest shots you possibly can. So it worked out for us.
It means a lot to me. I mean, we worked hard all throughout the season. We worked to get down here. And to go down here on my senior year is just a blessing. And it just shows how much hard work we put in.
You guys won the energy battle tonight. Just kind of talk about how important it was. Because I'm sure, you know, after last night, it was emotional. So just talk about how important it was to get out and get on them early.
Well, we've been stressing that to the players in the last month and a half that we need to come out and play hard and jump on people and get us a nice, comfortable lead. And so, you know, that's basically what we came out and did again today. We've been stressing to do it, and they've been buying into that, and they've been coming out and playing hard at the beginning. So.
I'm just going to continue to work hard because I feel like our team next year has a chance of coming down here again.
Girls team did the same thing. They went to normal, lost the first game, and beat a Springfield team in the third place game. Any kind of
You know, it's to be perfectly honest, it's a special thing to be involved with the boys or girls basketball programs. It's not just the basketball programs, but the sports and the school in itself. It's such a great climate and such a great atmosphere. And it's our kids, you know, they work so hard in a lot of different things, and to finish third place to Springfield, it's kind of ironic that, you know, we both did it, played the team, but it's just a good thing to be a part of Hillcrest, period, basketball and the school.
And you can get more of those press conferences online. Just go to IHSA.tv. As we get set for our Class 3A state championship with Dan Ruffin, the head coach of Peoria Central. You've been with Central for 8 years as a head coach, but a lot longer. You understand the historical significance of getting here once again. What does it mean to add your own legacy to Peoria Central?
It's just a great honor. You know, we have great tradition, and to be a part of that tradition is just a great honor for me.
What's it like with these kids and this group? They've got size going up against an athletic team like North Chicago.
Well, it's going to be a game where we have to, you know, maximize their quickness and use our size to our advantage.
A lot of injuries yesterday, some guys banged up, Jordan here or there, foot, Augusta with his knee. How healthy are you guys, and what do you do to just grind through it in a state championship environment?
This is a championship game. Everybody's fine.
Okay. Dan Ruffin, the head coach of Peoria Central, as he gets set to coach in his very first state championship game. We will be back and talk with North Chicago and King Coleman coming up next. Thanks,
Grandpa! There he is. I love staying here. How long have you lived here?
A long time. You know, your mother grew up here.
I'm gonna have a house like this when I grow up.
I hope so, buddy. I hope so.
For the first time in generations, the dream of home ownership is being threatened. Realtors, members of the National Association of Realtors, are here to represent you and protect home ownership.
Jane goes to school from 7:45 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then must go to softball practice from 3:45 to 6 p.m., followed by jazz practice from 6:30 to 9 p.m. What are you doing between 3:45 and 9?
A recent survey of Fortune 500 executives showed that 95% participated in activities while in high school. So don't just go to school, go beyond with the IHSA.
The Illinois High School Association. Challenge yourself.
That's slow. That's slow and look, he's blushing.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
And welcome back to Carver Arena as we get set for Class 3A state championship action. Matt Rodewald with you, and I'm here with head coach King Coleman. No Lake County team has ever won a state championship. We've seen Zion take their shots. We've seen Warren take their shots. How special is it for you to do it with North Chicago if you can do it today?
Well, you know, we talked about it first and foremost as for our community, and we want to play for the whole county like it's never been done. And we're down here representing our county and our school. We want to be the first to win this.
What have you said to Aaron Simpson, your star athlete going to Illinois State next year, about the times he's been out here at Carver Arena? He's struggled a little bit, 4 of 19 shooting. Can he relax and play?
Well, actually, we talked last night. We talked again before we came out. and I told him, you know, this is the last time I'm going to be able to coach you, and I want to have a good memory of this. I want you to relax, and I just want you to play your game. If you miss a shot, you miss it. If you make it, you make it. But I want to have a good memory as we walk off this floor.
We've seen some surprise contributions from guys like Kevonte Curry and your sophomores as well. Who do you expect today to step up in your deep team?
Well, I expect probably to run a 9-man rotation, and they know what this is all about, so we're looking forward to it, and I think all of them going to play hard.
Okay, Coach, good luck today.
Thanks.
All right, head coach King Coleman of North Chicago. In the first state championship game for the Warhawks, we'll see if they can go home winners. North Chicago and Peoria coming up next in the IHSA television network.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
From the gridiron to the hardwood, on the links or on the track, on the diamond or on the ice. Go to prepfilms.com. It's easy. You can order your DVD online. At prepfilms.com, you make the memories. We'll make them last forever.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
The following is a presentation of the IHSA television network. These kids can add to the legacy of Peoria Central today. Seniors Eldonis Foote and Shamar Hill take the Lions into their 9th state championship game, and King Coleman carries the torch for North Chicago and Lake County. The Warhawks ride the Illinois State recruit Aaron Simpson to the title game as America's original March Madness continues next. History, no matter how you call it, will be made here this afternoon with the Class 3A state championship matchup. Peoria Central trying to match Manuel and Simeon with their 5th state championship in school history. While North Chicago will try and do something that nobody in Lake County has been able to do, win a state championship. Hi everyone, Matt Rodewald with you here at Carver Arena as we get set for what we expect to be a very entertaining matchup between Peoria Central and North Chicago. Both teams like to keep the tempo up and down and back and forth, and we're going to see a lot of action all throughout the day. Here's what we have going on today. If you missed this earlier, we had the Class 3A third place game with Hillcrest getting out to the lead and hanging on against number 1 ranked Lamphere. Peoria and the North Chicago matchup we've been talking about coming up next, and then the third place appetizer, Bloom Township and Rockford Auburn, which we expect to be a very good game, coming up just before we get to number 1 and number 2, Simeon and Proviso East, the first matchup in a state championship game in the big school class between 1 versus 2 in 15 years. But we have another state championship that should be just as entertaining as we start things off here this afternoon, Peoria Central and North Chicago. And for the call, we send it over to Lee Hall and Greg Sterrick. Gentlemen,
All right, Matt Rodewald, thank you very much. Lee Hall alongside Greg Sterrick, former Marion star and Southern Illinois University Hall of Famer. Let's talk about this ball game, Greg. You've got North Chicago, kind of a run-and-gun style, Peoria High. Dan Ruffin says he may have two of the best big guys in the state.
Well, no question about it. When you look at the two ball clubs, Peoria's got all the size. North Chicago is a team that lives off of quickness. They've got good guards. They're going to press, and it's a ball club. Speaking of North Chicago, these guys really play hard. They really get out there and get after you, but you have to like the size of Peoria. They got a 6'10" guy on the inside, and they got wings that go 6'7" and 6'5", so it's definitely going to be a matchup of the height and the strength of Peoria against the quickness of North Chicago.
The 6'5" guy is Aldonis Foote, the 6'5" senior for Peoria High School, averaging 11 a game.
Well, he's a tremendous player. He gets a lot of things done out on the basketball floor. He can make threes. He gets himself the foul line. He was there 13 times in the ball game yesterday. Was tremendous in their win with 21 points and 6 rebounds.
Aaron Simpson is North Chicago's leading scorer. Cavante Curry, though, a huge game yesterday in the semi.
He was tremendous. When you look at a guy that averages 8 points per ball game, had 16 and 11, shows you can knock down that mid-range jumper. He's got a sweet left-handed jump shot. Loves to crash the glass. A nice finish that time by Kevon Curry.
And a road to the Final Four. First for North Chicago. Not much trouble in the regionals. They beat Grays Lake Central in the sectional semis. Lakes was a close game, and actually North Chicago had to come back and win that one after losing a lead. Same with against Chicago Marshall. For Peoria High, a win over Galesburg and crosstown rival Richwoods. They went to the sectional semis where they beat Sterling. They needed overtime to get past Washington. An easy win over Rockford East and a 10-point win yesterday over Hillcrest. Let's talk to Aaron Simpson. He is the leading scorer in the entire state, but he's still an unselfish player.
Shot, and if it's in 7 seconds, you can take it. But sometimes, I'll take it if I have to. But yeah, it's to me, it's a great philosophy because some teams wouldn't think of us to do that. So sometimes they'll leave us wide open and we just shoot it.
You're willing. Gerald Coleman says his senior guard would rather get 25 assists than 25 points, but like he says, he'll take it if he has to, and he takes it quite often and scores quite often. 26.3 a game, that leads the state. He is number 78 in the United States in scoring, according to MaxPreps.com. Let's go to our PA announcer, Paul Herzog, as we get set for 3A title action here in Peoria.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association and the City of Peoria, welcome to Carver Arena for the 3A championship game for 2012, featuring the North Chicago Warhawks 25-6 and the Peoria High School Lions 27-3. At this time, we ask you to please stand to honor America and to remove your caps and pause for a moment of silence to remember the men and women of the armed forces serving us here and around the world, away from their families, protecting our freedom. Thank you, as we thank them. And now please address the flag with your hand over your heart as Michael St. Peter, a senior at York Community High School, sings the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home? home of the brave.
let's meet the starting lineup for this 3A championship game. At a forward for North Chicago, a 6'4" sophomore, number 2, Javarius Amos Mays. At a forward for Peoria High School, a 6'7" senior, number 25, Trey Kellum. At a forward for the Warhawks, a 6'3" senior, 23, Cavante Curry. At a forward for the Lions, a 6'6" senior, 32, Shamar Hill. Another forward for North Chicago, a 6'2" senior, 32, Marjan Bryant. At center for Peoria Central, a 6'10" senior, 33, Kevin Jordan. Another forward for the Warhawks, a 6'4" sophomore, 33, Kurt Hall. At a guard for the Lions, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Jarrell White. At a guard for North Chicago, a 6' senior, number 1, Aaron Simpson. At a guard for Peoria High, a 6'5" senior, 22, Eldonis Foote. Coaching North Chicago in his 7th year with a record of 139-64, Gerald Coleman. Coaching Peoria High School in his 8th season, a record of 134-81, Dan Ruffin.
And there you have the players, and we couldn't do it without the officials. Here's our officials, Kevin Paulo, Gary Boer, and Raymond Wesley will call the action in our 3A state championship game coming up next from Peoria.
Just a reminder that kids who participate in high school sports tend to go a little farther than those who don't.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
IHSA Network Basketball is presented by Country Financial. What's your idea of financial security? Visit countryfinancial.com and we'll help you achieve financial security no matter where you're starting from.
And presenting our game ball from Ameren, Illinois, Scott Wiseman. And we are just about set to get underway here. Peoria High taking on North Chicago. The Central Lions ranked 4th in the final AP poll. North Chicago 25-6 this season under Gerald Coleman, his 7th season, 138 wins, 62 losses. And Dan Ruffin, 8th season, 134 wins, 81 losses. Both coaches alumni of their respective schools.
Yeah, that's a very nice touch, and very proud and very thought of in their communities also. And they've been very cordial and very, very nice to both of us here in Peoria.
Gerald Coleman, a 1972 grad of North Chicago. Dan Ruffin graduated from Peoria High in 1976, and he has been around the state tournament all his life. Peoria High School wins the opening tap.
Chicago sitting back in a 2-3 zone defense, very active.
Jarrell White, who doesn't score much, puts up the first one, and it serves as a pass to Kevin Jordan, who puts in the stick back.
Well, size immediately, getting an offensive rebound. Jordan sticks it in.
Kevin Jordan, 6'10", 233-pound senior. Here's Amos Mays. It's a 2. Amos Mays, 13 points in the win over Lanphier yesterday afternoon here at Carver Arena. Little lob action for Kellum. Like a miscommunication inside. It'll be North Chicago ball.
North Chicago very active out of that zone defense. They really get out and challenge the three-point shooters of Peoria. Very, very active, very, very good ball club on the defensive end.
Amos Mates falls down, but passes off before he does. Kurt Hall, the sophomore, with it. Gives it back to Amos Mays. He'll try another three. And the bank is open on Saturday afternoon.
Good start. Good start.
5-2 lead for the Warhawks. Fourth a year ago here in Peoria. That's Aldana's foot, the senior. We talked about him in the open. There's Trey Kellum on the foul. He averages 7 boards a game.
Early in the ball game, Peoria getting those second chance opportunities, both baskets.
And a line drive shot by Cavante Curry. 16 points, 11 boards yesterday. So it's Kurt Hall.
Kurt Hall with that basket instead of Curry.
Kellum again. And had that one blocked out of there. Ball knocked away by Foot. Simpson controls it.
Foot a much bigger player than Simpson. Simpson at 6 foot and 6'5" Foot's checking Simpson. Peoria High man-to-man.
This time it's Curry on the drive, and he'll shoot 2. Foul goes against Jarrell. Sorry, the foul's against Kellum. Curry will go to the line. We mentioned he had 16 points, 11 boards yesterday, 76% free thrower on the year. Tyrone Linder checks into the ball game for North Chicago, and it's Miles Boone, number 11, in the ball game for Peoria High. Both coaches going to their benches early here.
Paul checks out, and Coach Coleman very upset the fact that he didn't get anything done in terms of rebounding. Hall was very good in the ball game yesterday. 12 points, 16 rebounds.
9-4, the North Chicago lead.
Chicago extending their defense now, very active out of that zone.
Foot, a little step-in jumper, rattles in and out. And a tie-up will go to North Chicago.
North Chicago, grade 3.
Hear a whole lot about Miles Boone for Peoria, but boy, he was solid yesterday in this ball game yesterday.
10 points for the 6'1" junior. Bryant gives to Aaron Simpson, who gets an easy one for his first bucket of the game.
Chicago doesn't have any problems at all scoring the basketball.
Buckets coming a little too easily for Dan Ruffin's liking on the central bench. Inside, Kellum double team, passes out of it. Jarrell White, not much of a scorer for Peoria High. Be Peoria High ball when we come back. North Chicago off to a strong start offensively. Aaron Simpson, an easy one. They lead it by 7.
Jane goes to school from 7:45 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then must go to softball practice from 3:45 to 6 p.m., followed by jazz practice from 6:30 to 9 p.m. What are you doing between 3:45 and 9?
A recent survey of Fortune 500 executives showed that 95% participated in activities while in high school. So don't just go to school, go beyond with the IHSA.
The Illinois High School Association. Challenge yourself.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Back at Carver Arena, North Chicago, an 11-4 lead. You know, Greg Sterick, all teams talk about being a family, and I know they really feel that way, but they take it to another level at North Chicago. There you see Cheryl Coleman. That's her in the glasses. That is Gerald Coleman, the head coach's wife. Their nephew, Gerard Coleman, is an assistant coach as well. She's actually an assistant coach. She's on the bench with him. Gerard, there he is without the sports coat. Former Illinois State Redbird, played a lot of hard-fought games against Bradley on this court. So it's a family outing for North Chicago, but look at Aldana's foot ruining the party on the alley-oop.
Oh, nice lob inside the foot. He just throws it down with authority.
That is the athleticism of the Peoria High Lions. They're long and lean.
Bit of an inbounds, too. And Kelvin and Jordan just slipped, and then foot slides between them and throws down the dunk. Good inbounds play, and what a finish by Foot.
From high above Carver Arena. Here's Simpson for three. Kurt Hall, the sophomore, with the rebound. Curry fouled on the drive. Our Realtor.com trivia question: which championship game still considered to be one of the greatest of all time? That's a pretty subjective question. I think there could be a lot of arguments, but we'll have a definitive answer for you in the second half.
And North Chicago getting easy shots, getting good looks. They're 4 of 4 to open the game. Jordan made him change that shot. That shot by Curry. Credit Jordan, he made him alter that shot.
Lions very active on the defensive end. 11-6, the North Chicago lead. Here's an alley-oop and another throwdown for Aldana's Foot, and he will go to the line for the three-point play.
And let me guess, it was Foot that got another one. A great look inside. Jarrell White with a great pass. Foot very active. Watch him explode. Watch him explode. The pass is right there. There's Foot, and he throws it down.
The Lions fly in the friendly skies of Aldana's Foot here. A couple of back-to-back alley-oop jams. He can make it a two-point game with the free throw. Aldana's Foot 21 points in the win over Hillcrest yesterday. He's got 5. Lions within 2 with the full court pressure. And a whistle in the backcourt will go against Kellum. That's going to be his second foul. And he struggled with foul trouble yesterday and didn't play much time.
Yeah, he got a little foul problems yesterday, but still pretty effective, though. He had 11 points and 4 rebounds. He's the all-state performer for Peoria. The intensity of this game is much greater than yesterday. Much, much greater, especially out of the Peoria Ball Club. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. Foot got a hand on that one. And
these guys got after it right from the jump today.
Dan Ruffin going to his bench again. Brandon Lindley into the ball game, number 34 for Trey Kellum, who sits with 2 personal fouls. Oh my goodness, another one. We had one kicked into the front row. It was not Aldana's Foot who did the kicking. He did the blocking today.
He doesn't only dunk, this guy can block shots. That is a blocked shot in about the 12th row. He's got the crowd just buzzing over his dunk, so now he's doing over his shot blocking.
Aldana's Foot not spending very much time on his feet. He is airborne today. Got a hand on that one. Will be North Chicago ball. Yeah, some electrifying play in the early going from Aldana's Foot.
Ooh, 2 dunks, thunderous dunks, and then that shot block.
The Warhawks led this one 11-4. It's a little run here for the Lions to make it a 2-point game. Picking it up defensively. Simpson, the long three.
Deep three that time by Simpson. Got that one to go in over Miles Boone, who got out and got a hand in his face, but Simpson buried the long bomb.
87 threes on the year for him. That one, number 88. Boone takes it into the lane, and He'll be whistled for the charge. No basket.
Moons finds a seam in that zone defense. Oh, just great weak side help that time on the play by Javarius Amos Mays. Good weak side defensive help to get the charge.
Oh, another block for Aldana's foot. Playing above the rim. The style points go to Peoria High, but North Chicago leads it on the scoreboard, 14-9. Here's Foote. Just a little soft lay in there for Foote. He's got 7 points.
Boy, Gerald White can really find guys. He's a really good passer in heavy traffic. That time a nifty bounce pass to find Foote. Then
Here he is again.
Comes up with a steal. And the finish.
Through the branches of the trees for Jarrell White there. Dan Ruffin says he's the brains behind this team. And the Lions throw it away. A little bit too tall on that pass. Brandon Lindley.
White, a very good on-ball defender right there. As Mays tries to cross over, he just picks his pocket right there on the play. He actually picked the pocket of Kevonte Curry. Back the other way, got an easy two-pointer. Got a good one going here.
Long-range three, Jaquan McLeod. And Jarrell White skies for the rebound. Eric Baird, number 24, now into the ball game for Peoria High. Jarrell White got loose in the lane, couldn't finish. Simpson taking it down the lane and rolling it in. Aaron Simpson, 26.3 a game.
Oh, shake, bake. Get me to the glass. Get me an easy one. Aaron Simpson all the way to the rack.
The finish was easy. Getting there wasn't.
Little stutter step dribble.
North Chicago a 3-point lead. Amos Mays got a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Will be Peoria High ball.
Simpson can not only knock down that jumper, right there his foot comes out and check that jumper, little stutter step dribble, quick to the glass, great body control. What a finish by Aaron Simpson.
I think he's fired up a little bit. Look at him talking down the court. Yeah. He's going to get used to playing in enemy territory here. He's going to be an Illinois State Redbird next year and will play arch rival Bradley on this very floor. He's playing a Peoria team here today.
You'll understand what that rivalry is all about real quick. Well, off to a good start in this ball game. Struggled yesterday shooting the ball at 22 points. 7 points already in this ball game on 3 of 4 shooting.
Josh Augusta, number 50, into the ball game for Peoria High. North Chicago almost a takeaway. Baird gets it back. Eric Baird doesn't score a lot for the Lions. Missed that one. Gets his own miss. Gives to Augusta. The big fella. The tight end with the lay-in. Now 14-4 Peoria High on points in the paint.
Yeah, North Chicago just didn't check anybody off the glass. Another opportunity to score the basketball on the offensive end in Peoria, and they capitalize.
Josh Augusta, the bucket. He's getting football offers from the likes of Oklahoma, Michigan, Wisconsin, Memphis, Illinois. Aaron Simpson from the elbow. He's got 9 points in the first quarter.
Well, his shot looks good today. He's catching the basketball in rhythm, just knocking down those short jumpers. Much different Aaron Simpson today than what he was yesterday. Playing with a lot more confidence.
Final seconds. Peoria High foot drives and he's fouled. It'll be Peoria High ball out of bounds with 1.4 seconds left in this first quarter. An entertaining first quarter. A high-flying first quarter.
Now both ball clubs playing really good basketball here in the first quarter. On both sides of the ball, the defense is tough and the offense has been very, very good. Execution out of both teams on the half court, very good.
Peoria High shooting 46%, 58% for North Chicago. Foot at the buzzer. And that's the only thing he didn't do right in the first quarter. A couple of high-flying alley-oop jams for Aldana's Foot. It was a quick start for North Chicago, but Foot getting Central back in this ball game.
How come an insurance company thinks 15 minutes is enough time to do a good job? How come
insurance companies tell me how much I can save
before they even know what I need?
How
come nobody gives me a financial plan?
I can understand.
Country Financial does. Your country representative can help protect what you have now and prepare for the future.
Somebody who knows retirement planning and insurance.
No kidding.
At Country, we always ask, what's your idea of financial security?
Hungry?
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Back, a very entertaining first quarter for North Chicago and Peoria in our 3A state championship game. Matt Rodewald back here at Carver Arena. You are looking at Aldana's Foot. If you're just joining us, you missed his personal playground in the first quarter with 2 thunderous alley-oops and a block shot into the 8th row. He also was able to get some concessions while out there, grab a cup of coffee and everything else. And you know, Lee, I look at his notes, 11.2. Not necessarily spectacular. He's had an up and down year dealing with some suspension issues, some academic issues, but I look at his notes and it says freak athlete, needs to understand playing within the limits. Or in his case today, he's actually playing out of his limits and doing so very nicely.
Yeah, above the limits, up and away over the limits for Aldana's Foot. He's playing like an Adonis in this one. Inside, Trey Kellum. Spent most of the first quarter on the bench with 2 personals. That's his second basket of the afternoon.
A nice reverse basket that time by Trey Kellum.
He averages 12.5 a game. Balance on this Peoria High team. You know, that's the thing about them. And Matt talked about them playing within the limits of the team. Almost a putback for Amos Mays, and now a whistle on North Chicago. Take a look at our first quarter stats. Both teams shooting it well, Greg.
Yeah, 44%, 58%. 3-point field goals, the edge of North Chicago. Points in the paint, 14 for Peoria, only 4 for North Chicago. Second chance points, Peoria's all over the offensive glass with 8 block shots. Peoria 3, 1 for North Chicago.
The way Aldana's Foot played that first quarter, they might need to add another line. Points from the stratosphere. He has been flying high in this ballgame. Go inside to Kellum again. Kick back. Baird for 3. It's long. And a whistle, and they say North Chicago lost it out of bounds. Will be Peoria High ball.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds on the play. Game beginning to be very, very physical on the inside. Kurt Hall with the assignment of having to check Jordan. It's Peoria basketball. A little confusion there on who was going to get the basketball.
We saw Aldana's Foot take out his mouthpiece to make sure he's got all his chiclets still in there. A minute gone here in the second quarter. A quick start by North Chicago. Peoria High has answered. Kellum can't hang on. Now it's Aaron Simpson. Ahead of the pack, it rolls out. Kellum the rebound. Aldana's Foot gets it back, lays it in. Jarrell White, a little give and go.
Oh, Aldana's Foot great in the open floor, and White just a nice touch pass right back to Foot.
First lead of the game for Peoria High. How about Aldana's Foot? He was dribbling full speed. Whistle for the foul here. He was dribbling full speed. Pushed the dribble out, wiped his hands on the seat of his pants, or is he pulling his pants up? I thought he was wiping the sweat off it. Maybe he was pulling up his drawers.
Pulling up his pants there. Nice bounce pass, and then give and go basketball. White finds Foot streaking to the basket. Aldana's Foot 9 points in the ball game.
Wow. Avoiding the wardrobe malfunction and scoring at the other end, Mr. Aldana's Foot. You're right, Matt. He has done it all.
Hill's going to come into the ball game. Foot's going to get a breather. I don't believe he'll be out too long.
Amos Mays makes the first free throw to tie it and makes the second to give North Chicago the lead back. Gerald Coleman right in front of us, shouting instructions to his Warhawks. And they get the turnover.
Chicago, they're different. You don't hit them early, and before they get a chance to get that defense set up at zone, Lee, boy, it's just tough to crack. They extend it, they challenge on the wings, they look to trap out high.
They don't waste much time on offense. Curry puts his head down, runs into traffic. Amos Mays gets it back, gives it to Curry. He throws it down. Hung onto the rim and probably should have hung on a little bit longer as he falls to the ground. He's got 4 points. Shamar Hill for 3. Goes in and out, Jordan over the back. First foul on 6'10", Kevin Jordan.
Like to see Curry, a good quick first step. Gets a dunk, hangs on, looking to see if there's anybody under him. Hangs on that rim for a little while, but Curry with a throw-down dunk.
And he was undercut by his own player there. Tyrone Linder invading his airspace there.
Wood's going to have to come back in. Jordan picked up his second personal foul. And Jordan only 1 shot, 6'10" center, 1 of 1, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Except the second personal foul here with 5:45 still left in the second quarter.
Jordan with 2, Kellum with 2, the inside players for Peoria High, and some early foul trouble here against North Chicago. Kurt Hall, a sophomore at the line, 67.5% at the line this year.
Top sophomores in the state of Illinois. We talked about Larry Austin Jr. being so good as a sophomore for Lanphier. Hall is a very good player too. Averages 10 points per ball game, had 12 points, 16 boards yesterday.
Eric Baird double team. Simpson takes it away. And the foul for Amos Mays. Javarius Amos Mays, the transfer from Zion Benton with the bucket. He's got 9.
Good quick hands that time by Simpson. Good body control, a little hard off the glass. But North Chicago with a follow-up, the basket.
And the whistle will go against Amos Mays on the foul.
White quick with the basketball. Just didn't slide his feet enough to get in front to take the charge. Picked up the personal foul. Move your feet.
Whistle inside as the Lions try to get loose. Fouls on Tyrone Linder. Five team fouls on North Chicago. Jarrell White's open for 3. The follow for Foot. He's fouled and will go to the line. Foul on Amos Mays.
Yeah, White getting some shots from the outside. Foot was able to skip it over the top of that zone to find White. That left-handed stroke. Hadn't found it yet here. Foot, though, crashing the offensive boards.
Adonis Foot 65% at the line. Dan Ruffman says he's a freakish athlete, and we've seen that here this afternoon on a couple of alley-oop dunks and that amazing block into the 3rd or 4th row here at Carver Arena. Makes his free throws. Cuts the lead to 3 off the foot of the North Chicago player. Warhawks keep possession. Simpson can't hang on. Shamar Hill comes out of there with it for Peoria High. Cut it to 1 or tie it here. Kellum wants it inside. He's double teamed and fouled. Trey Kellum, 6'7" senior, tough to guard inside. Dan Ruffin says sky's the limit for this guy.
Yes, Peoria needs to continue pounding the basketball inside also. They need some touches on the inside, put up 8 threes. They haven't been able to make one. Get Kellum, get Foot involved inside. You see Kellum a nice job posting up down on the block.
Trey Kellum was 5'9" as a freshman. He's 6'7" now as a senior. And Dan Ruffin says he has a lot of those point guard type skills that he's carried with him as he's grown. Missed the second free throw. He's got 5 points. It's a 2-point ball game. Kelly Brown denied on that drive to the hoop for North Chicago. Shamar Hill from deep. He knocks in the 3. He had one yesterday. 32 on the season for Shamar Hill. And Peoria High takes a 1-point lead.
Yeah, the top 3-point shooter for Peoria.
Loose ball. Grabbed by North Chicago and a foul.
It's going to be on Foot, isn't it?
It is on Aldana's Foot.
Second personal foul.
Well, so it's Kellum, Foot, and Jordan all with 2 personal fouls each. And that will send Aaron Simpson to the line where he shoots 73%. And what a job he did at the line yesterday, Greg. 12 of 14 on a day when he didn't shoot the ball well, 4 of 20 from the floor.
Yeah, and he couldn't knock down threes either, only 2 of 7, but he did get himself to the foul line. He still led his ball club in scoring with 22 points, but he's off to a fast start in this one, looking for point number 10.
Back of the rim, no good, but the hustle by Kelly Brown. Simpson will try the deep 3. Trey Kellum the rebound. North Chicago does not concede, taking the ball up the floor though. Boone fouled on the way to the hoop, and he will go to the line for the 3-point play.
Well, Boone just attacked on that play. You're going to get an opportunity to see a good look at Miles Boone in the open floor, puts it on, just kind of slides away from the defensive man. A great job sliding away from the defender so he does not get the charge. Slides away from the defensive man, gets it up on the window, and gets the shot to fall. And now an opportunity to complete the 3-point play. Gives his ball club a 3-point lead.
Miles Boone just 6 of 19 at the line on the regular season. He was 4 of 8 there yesterday. Peoria High up 3, an 8-0 run, and a takeaway. A chance to add to it. Shamar Hill. Kellum the follow. He can't convert. Gets it again. What aggressive play by Kellum down low.
Well, I stayed with it nicely. Just kept battling, working hard. Finally able to convert the basket.
It's a 10-0 run for Peoria High. Marjon Bryant can't finish. But he gets his miss. He gets his first bucket of the game. And that ends a 10-0 Peoria High run. Kellum fall away jumper over the double team.
Well, Kellum calling for the basketball, working down low on that block. Nice turnaround shot off the block.
Marjon Bryant pulls up. And Shamar Hill with the rebound.
Peoria starting to clean up on the glass. +3 now on the boards.
They trailed by 7 early. They lead it here by 5. A little over 2 minutes to go in the half. And the foul on Marjon Bryant. On Marjon Bryant. Tyrone Linder comes back in for North Chicago. Dante Thomas makes his first appearance for Peoria High. Boone now with 3. What's Gerald Coleman, 6'8", 240, 50 pounds? I would not want to guard him because he is literally blocking our view. We can't see anything here. He's coaching, and we're looking around him. He's a NAIA All-American at Wisconsin Whitewater and a better door than a window. Did you ever tell your kids they were a better door than a window? No. All right, over and back. It's Peoria High ball when we come back. They take a 6-point lead to break. Here's Coach.
Boom! Hey, where you going? You can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
It means a lot, especially coming from Central, since we haven't been here in a couple of years. So it just means a lot to represent Peoria and go out there and be the best we can be for our fans and just do great.
Yeah, there is an extra buzz in the River City when there's a Peoria or a Peoria area school, at least at state. And the Peoria High basketball tradition is matched by very few in this state, Greg.
Yeah, and he made reference they hadn't been here in a long time. They were here, what, in 2004? A look at Jerrance Howard.
Peoria High alum, interim head coach for University of Illinois. Kind of a who's who of Peoria High alums in here today. Jay Richardson, former Peoria High Lion. He was here last night. Tony Weisinger, the head coach at Illinois Central College, was on the 83 team that finished second in state. And there's Jarrell White. Gets a little face time and gets a little time in the lane. He's given Central an 8-point lead here. Simpson off the glass and good. He's got 11.
Yeah, caught it in rhythm. Nice hard bounce before he went up to shoot the basketball and used the glass nicely. Simpson showing why he is the top scorer in the state of Illinois.
Over 2,000 career points, the all-time leader in scoring in North Chicago. Thomas off the glass. And there'll be a whistle against the men in maroon.
Thomas just searching for a shot. Peoria advantage on the inside. Kellum talking to Thomas right now and saying, hey, I need some touches in here. Continue hitting the basketball to me on the inside. I can score. Kellum having a good ball game with 9 points. He and Foote have combined for 20 of the 34 Peoria points.
I was on Adante Thomas, his first. There you get a look at Trey Kellum, MVP at the East Aurora tournament this year. Peoria High winning their 3rd straight holiday tournament at East Aurora. And they'll go just about anywhere in the state and play anybody who will give them a game. Kurt Hall the miss.
With Foote, Jordan, and also Kellum playing with 2 personal fouls. Coach Ruffin decided that Kellum was the guy he was going to keep in there with the 2 personal fouls.
Jarrell White off the dribble. Gives down low, and the Lions can't hang on. Shamar Hill couldn't handle that one, and it'll be North Chicago ball. We're under a minute to go here. Class 3A state championship game.
Well, Jarrell White just did such a good job dribbling out of double team. He just splits them with a quick dribble.
Boone almost came up with the steal. Here's Simpson. Blocked by Kellum. Dangerous play, though. If he gets called for the foul, it would be his 3rd. Shamar Hill for 3. Eric Baird the rebound. Won't get the foul, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Hall just really taking a good look on the inside. A great pass inside to Simpson. And back from the backside, Killam gets the block. The shot goes up by Hill. Peoria on the glass, and Baird a nice job when he takes it back up. He's hammered on the play, gets the foul line, and converts the first free throw.
Eric Baird's a 6'2", 166-pound junior. Lindley back in for Killam. He'll take a seat for the last 35 seconds and sit with those 2 personal fouls. You got to feel good about that. He didn't pick up the third here in the second quarter.
A little bit of a gamble, but Killam, a veteran player, and handle it nicely and make sure he doesn't pick up that third foul in the final 35 seconds as Baird makes the free throw.
Back to an 8-point Peoria high lead. Simpson the baseline 3. The all-stater.
Yeah, he's feeling it today. He's feeling it.
He's got 14. Makes it a 5-point ball game. Simpson almost comes up with a steal. Killam hurdles him. That was White, rather. This is Shamar Hill for 3.
Kurt Hall just did not get there quick enough to check the three-point shooter.
Hill with the 3. The Central Lions offensive marksman from behind the arc makes it an 8-point advantage as we go to break. What a second quarter by the Lions offensively, scoring 24 points in that quarter.
Yeah, they were on fire, especially knocking down some threes, especially Hill. He had 2 threes.
Peoria High up 8 at the break.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
From the gridiron to the hardwood, on the links or on the track, on the diamond or on the ice. Go to prepfilms.com. It's easy. You can order your DVD online. At prepfilms.com, you make the memories. We'll make them last forever.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saving the family some money.
Have your new driver take our online course. They'll become smarter drivers, and you can save up to 10% on Country Financial Auto Insurance.
Well, aced it.
Visit simplydrive.com.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school. When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
Been a very entertaining state championship game so far in Class 3A. The Lions with an 8-point lead over North Chicago. Earlier today, we had the third place game, and for the award ceremony, we send it to our public address announcer, Paul Herzog.
Thank you, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the midcourt area for the presentation of the third and fourth place team and individual awards for 2012 Class 3A. The Illinois High School Association basketball tournament presenting medallions will be members of the IHSA Board of Directors attending this game. They are Margaret Hayes, Chicago Maria, Division 1. Dr. Michael Gardner, Frankfort Lincoln Way North, Division 3. James Boyd, Port Byron Riverdale, Division 4. Ron Connor, Clinton, Division 5. Dr. Chuck Nagel, East Peoria, Division 6. Jim Woodward, Anna Jonesboro, Division 7. Deborah Pitts Bethalto, Civic Memorial, an at-large member. Dr. Jeanette Nichols, Normal Community, an at-large member. Dr. James Quaid from Aurora, Marmion, an at-large member. And Greg Bradley of Mount Zion, the treasurer for the board of directors. At this time, meet the Lions of Springfield-Lamphere, who finished in 4th place in 3A, record of 28-5. Meet the superintendent of Springfield-Lamphere, Dr. Walter Milton. Principal, Artie Doss. Athletic Director, Jim Cozzolino. Athletic Trainer, Cole Rigg.
Thank you.
Head Coach, Chuck Shanklin.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you. Kids did a great job.
Assistant Coach, PJ Hamilton.
Congratulations, Coach.
Assistant Coach, Preston Snar. Assistant Coach, Blake Turner.
Congratulations, Coach.
Assistant Coach, Steve Hunter. Manager, Kyle Fitzsimmons.
Congratulations, son. Thank you.
Manager, Keith Treadwell. And now the Lions players. Number 1, Jalen Brigady.
Congratulations, son.
Number 2, Larry Austin.
Congratulations.
Number 5, TJ Davis.
Congratulations, son.
Number 12, Tavian Neal.
Congratulations, son. Thank you.
15, Ray Lofton. Number 20, Jordan Tribbett.
Congratulations, Jordan.
21, Aaron Powers. 22, Darius Milliken.
Congratulations, son.
23, Everett Clemens.
Congratulations, son.
31, Anthony Hunter.
Congratulations, Anthony.
32, Josiah Gordon. 33, Lance Boozer. 42, Devin Shannon. And 50, Chris Wallace. The 4th place, Lamphere Lions of Springfield. Congratulations. At this time, please meet the Hawks of Country Club Hills Hillcrest. 3rd place in 3A for 2012, a record of 27-6 as superintendent, Dr. William Kendall. Principal, Renee Sims. Athletic Director, Lisa Woonar. Athletic Trainer, Robert Tratka. Head Coach, Don Houston. Assistant Coach, Dave Braden. Assistant Coach, Joe Bannock. Assistant Coach, Justin Edgecombe. Assistant Coach, Jack Doyle. Manager, Demetrius Collins. Manager, Keenan Thornton. Manager, Jasmine Turner. And now the Hawks players. Number 10, Devin Harrison. 12, Brent Buchanan. 14, Jayon Troutman. 20, Kyle Oden. 22, Christopher Copeland. 24, Virgil Fleming. 32, Jovan Mooring. 34, Delman Brain. 40, Desmond Trapp. 42, Jalen Loving. 44, Devonta Archer. 50, Darren Jones. 52, Taylor Edway. And 54, Sharif Medlock. Congratulations to the Hawks Country Club Hillcrest. In third place, 2012. At this time, will Coach Shanklin and the captains of Springfield Lanphier please step forward to receive the fourth place trophy presented by Greg Bradley of Mount Zion. And now to present the third place trophy, Dr. Jeanette Knuckles and Coach Houston and the Country Club Hills Hillcrest Hawks. Please step forward and receive the third place trophy for 2012. Congratulations.
And for Hillcrest, the third place trophy, taking it back to Country Club Hills, and for Lanphier, the first trophy, heading back to Springfield since 2002. And adding to the names of Kevin Gamble, Ed Horton, and Andre Iguodala. 2 trophies to give out, still in this Class 3A championship, with the state championship coming up. We have Peoria with an 8-point lead on North Chicago, 39-31. We will decide a state champion coming up, plus our Class 4A state championship coming up later on tonight. You're watching the IHSA television network. We'll be back at Carver Arena in just a moment.
I love staying here. How long have you lived here?
A long time. You know, your mother grew up here.
I'm gonna have a house like this when I grow up.
I hope so, buddy. I hope so.
For the first time in generations, the dream of home ownership is being threatened. Realtors, members of the National Association of Realtors, are here to represent you and protect home ownership.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
Hi, my name's CJ. A few years ago, my father became seriously ill. I did what I could do before he passed, but it took its toll. I lost my job, my house. I'm getting back on my feet, but I don't know when there'll be food on the table. How'd I do, CJ?
We could be twins.
Well, cousins, maybe.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Nice. Oh! Yes, go! Yes, yes, yes! No! Come on!
Oops.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
IHSA Network Halftime is presented by Realtor.com. Realtor.com's real estate search app makes researching neighborhoods and finding homes for sale easy. Download it for your smartphone in your market or at Realtor.com/mobile. 8-point lead for the Lions here at the break. Dan Ruffin, you saw quite the first quarter from Aldana's foot, and everyone kind of blended in after that.
Yeah, you know, it took us a while to get going, but we finally got it going, and we took a little lead here. The game's far from over. They were down 11 yesterday and came back to win by 8 or 9, so we know we got a tough battle ahead of us.
Do you think your kids may have been a little surprised at the outset of how aggressive North Chicago was from the start?
No, we knew they were going to come out and play. It's the championship game for the state, so you don't expect any less.
Okay, Coach, good luck in the second half. Head coach Dan Ruffin of Peoria Central trying to ink another state championship, one for the record books, with an 8-point lead at the break.
I'm Donna Jeske, a fourth-generation farmer from Mazan, Illinois. Family farmers like me are a lot like you, but we still have to earn your trust every day. Growing the best and safest food we can raise and protecting the world we live in. All of that makes me a lot like you, and a lot like the 94% of Illinois farmers who are family farmers.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to like, you know, do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
All right, guys, we gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around in circles, flatten my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up.
To play 60!
Your school doesn't have a program? Be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
39-31, Peoria in front. The Warhawks facing that 8-point deficit here at the break. King Coleman, what do you got to do to get back in this?
Well, they got 14 second chance points, and same thing as yesterday. We got to box out. They're getting too many second attempts at the basket, and we got to be more patient and run our offense, and we got to pick the tempo up on our break.
You're aggressive from the start, getting them in foul trouble, but it seemed to even out in the end. Does that aggressiveness have to continue?
Yeah, that's what we discussed at halftime. North Chicago basketball is what you seen earlier, and then we went in relaxed mode. We let them off the hook, and we got to play at that tempo. That's the tempo we play at, and we got to play that pressure defense for the second half.
Okay, Coach, good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, head coach King Coleman, who was with the North Chicago Warhawks in 1972 when they came oh so close to getting downstate, losing in the Super Sectional.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Lee Hall, Greg Sterick with you now here at halftime, and Peoria High dominant in the paint, 24-10 points in the paint versus North Chicago.
Yeah, they got second chance opportunities. 14 points came on second chance opportunities, and it was really the size of Peoria, I felt, that started taking its toll on North Chicago. But don't count this North Chicago ball club out. They were down by 11 at halftime yesterday to come back and win.
They got off to such a quick start. What do they need to do to recapture what they had when they were up 11-3?
Well, they have to get back to their defensive principles. I thought they got away from their defense. They like to play out of that zone defense. They got away from it a little bit. They started chasing out on the perimeter. They got to make Peoria beat them out on the floor. Peoria, not a good three-point shooting team, and they've got go ahead and just find a way to box out a little bit better on the glass and keep Peoria from eliminating those second chance points. But got to let their defense also take care of some offense. But both ball clubs were very solid in the first half, and this game's a long, long way from being over, Lee.
It sure is. This is tough to defend, though. The airspace over Peoria has been cleared for Aldana's Foot. He leads the way for Peoria High with 11. They lead by 8 as we head to the third quarter.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there. You gotta be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
My name is Fernanda. I'm the wife of a teacher. Budget cuts affected my husband's salary, so I'm picking up some part-time work. We're doing everything we can to make sure our kids eat today. Tomorrow, I just don't know. Fernanda, how'd I do? Well, I usually fold the underwear first. I meant the acting, but good to know.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
And we are back at Carver Arena. There you get a look at our first half stats. We mentioned the 24-10 points in the paint in favor of Peoria High.
And of course the three-point field goal team. Peoria only 2 of 11, 3 of 9 for North Chicago. And the assist, Peoria, nice job really delivering the basketball, getting their bigs involved. 9 assists and only 6 for North Chicago. Free throw line, the advantage goes to Peoria, 7 of 10, 4 of 7 for North Chicago. Foul issues by Peoria. 3 top players with 2 personal fouls.
That's Trey Kellum, Aldana's Foot, and Kevin Jordan, all with 2 each as we get set to start play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Trey Kellum, a good first half. He had 9 points, played 11 minutes, and had 11 rebounds for Peoria.
Wow.
But Foot led the way for Peoria with 11.
Rebound a minute for Trey Kellum.
Simpson for North Chicago, 14.
Hall, the sophomore, for 3, lights it up. Kurt Hall with just 10 3-pointers on the year before that one. And a whistle as the Lions try to go inside, and Kevin Jordan draws the foul that time, and it is on Hall, and that's his 3rd. So some foul trouble for North Chicago. Bryant, Amos Mays with 2 each, now Hall with 3. Lions trail 11-4 early. Jordan open in the lane. Nice give from Jarrell White. Jordan with his 2nd bucket of the game. That's a 2 for Kurt Hall. Boy, he's feeling it coming out of the locker room, isn't he?
Yeah, an unselfish play that time by Aaron Simpson. It looked like he had the jumper delivered the pass, and Hall knocked it down.
Aldana's Foot takes it off the glass and good, and he will go to the line for the 3-point play. The finish and the pose from Aldana's Foot.
Aldana's Foot really hurts you off of the bounce. Good quick first step off of the bounce and uses the window nicely and says, hey.
Oh my.
13 points in the ball game now for Foot. Looking for 14.
Completes the 3-point play. Well, he found a lane and attacked it quickly on that play. 14 points for Foot. It's an 8-point Peoria High lead. Here's Amos Mays for 3.
And their 3-point shot here in the second half. 5 of 11 shooting the 3 ball for North Chicago.
He makes it a 5-point game. Amos Mays now with 12. He only had 15 threes on the season before that one. So
Peoria's really got North Chicago's zone spread out.
Hall and Amos Mays taking their game a little bit further out than what they're used to. Jarrell White takes it down the lane and finishes. He's got 6. Guys expanding their repertoires here, Greg. Stuff we're not used to seeing them do. Hall loses it out of bounds.
Well, White's a guy that can always get it to the basket. That's one thing. I mean, he can drive the ball hard. When he just, the zone was so spread out for North Chicago, there was a driving lane there for White.
You got to see a little DVD of North Chicago from earlier in the playoffs, and Shamar Hill lights up a 3. The one thing about them defensively, you can get by the first guy, but there's 2 or 3 guys to come over and help out, and that wasn't the case on the Jarrell White drive or the one by Foot. And that opens up outside shooting that time for Hill. Here's Foot with the takeaway. Foot gives to White. White lays it off the glass and good.
See, they're getting into with their defense now, getting them some instant points. Good steal and a good delivery that time to White for the finish.
That's Peoria High's largest lead of the game, 12 points. And Gerald Coleman, King Coleman, needs to call timeout. Boy, what a blitz here by Peoria High coming out of the locker room.
Kurt Hall on the bounce right there, and a great job by Foot with the steal. Foot, nice job delivering a bounce pass to White. White right there at the goal with a good finish. Peoria, really, their defense getting them some easy offenses, and they're getting some things done on the inside. And if you're North Chicago, don't you find Hill everywhere on the floor, the three-point shooter? He's the guy that makes threes. They've got 3 of 12 shooting a 3-ball, and it's been Shamar Hill who's buried the 3-point shots. And North Chicago has got to find Hill when he's on the floor, not to get out and challenge that 3-point shot. But Peoria is getting it on the inside here in the third quarter, and they're also getting some things done on the perimeter with Shamar Hill.
And Shamar Hill really the only outside threat for Peoria High.
40% 3-point shooter on the year. That's pretty good shooting. He's got a nice stroke, got a smooth stroke. He's a lefty. He can knock down shots. And he's also 6'6". I mean, Peoria with really the size advantage in this ballgame.
Aaron Simpson looking for his first points in the second half. Ball's off North Chicago. It'll go to Peoria High.
Peoria really tightened up on Simmons here to start this third quarter. That was a tough shot. It was a fallback shot. He was really, really guarded.
It's the kind of shot he can make. That's the kind of shot Shamar Hill can make. He was wide open. Aldonis Foot trying to knock in a 3, and why not? Only 15 of 38 on the season, but he was 2 of 3 behind the arc yesterday. And he can do just about no wrong today. Shamar Hill whistled for the foul.
They found much that Foot can't do. I think this guy's pretty much got the complete package.
Alley-oop dunks, block shots, and 3-pointers for Aldonis Foot. He has done it all in this one as Peoria High takes a 15-point lead.
How come nobody told me about all the hidden costs
of cheap insurance?
How come?
How come insurance companies tell me how much I can save
Before they even know what I need.
How come
nobody asked me what my idea
of retirement is?
Country Financial does. Your country representative can help protect what you have now and prepare for the future.
Somebody who knows retirement planning
and insurance.
I like that.
At Country, we always ask, what's your idea of financial security?
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Give a gift of meals to a family in need. Visit feedingamerica.org/giveameal today.
Realtor.com trivia question: which championship game is still considered to be the greatest of all time? Well, Our answer is the 1942 Centralia Orphans, storming back from a double-digit deficit in the fourth quarter. They stunned 39-0 Paris, 35-33. A last-second tip-in by the immortal Dwight Dyke Edelman. I can't argue with that because I didn't get to see that one, but trying to pick out one of the great tradition of Illinois high school basketball would be difficult. I'll take their word for it.
When you talk about the great players of Illinois high school basketball, you definitely include Mr. Edelman.
Yes. And Centralia will stop a lot of those great traditions as well. Jarrell White loses it. Tracking it down is Cavante Curry. We haven't heard a lot from him after he scored 16 yesterday. He's got 6 points now.
And North Chicago needed an easy basket.
That ends a 15-5 run. Under 4 minutes to go now, third quarter. Peoria High trying to tie Peoria Manual and Chicago Simeon with 5 state titles each. Aldana's foot into the lane. He's fouled and will go to the line.
Peoria's come out here in the third quarter, made 6 of 7 shots. North Chicago opened the third quarter when they knocked down the 3, and Peoria has gotten it on the inside, the outside. It's been all about foot. That time foot on the drive, and he was fouled on the play. He's going to get himself to the foul line again. That foul line's been good to him. He's 4 of 4 from the line.
I hesitate to say that Peoria High is putting their best foot forward in this thing, but I think somebody had to say it.
I knew it was
I'll fall on that sword for you.
I knew it was only a matter of time until you used that.
Well, I've been teed up apparently now. It's the best maybe Foot has played in quite a while. 28 points season high against Lanphier. He did have 16 in the super sectional. Boy, he's done it, and that's what's I think is impressive today is he has done a little bit of everything. 3-point shooting, dunks, drives, bringing the ball up the floor, getting the assist on the Jarrell White layup in transition.
Yeah, he did it yesterday though too. So he's just backed it up today. Missed 2 free throws there though, uncharacteristic.
Curry tried to hammer it home. Simpson nowhere to go, tries to give inside. Ooh, what a move by Simpson behind the back dribble, top of the key. Amos Mays 3 goes in and out. Jordan the rebound. They go inside. Trey Kellum can't finish. Jordan the follow. Has it taken away. North Chicago down 13 on the run here. Hall gives it back. The 3 is off the mark for Patrick Coleman. Amos Mays blocked by Kellum. Puts it back up. Boy, what a wild flourish here. Cavante Curry missed. And the loose ball picked up by Hill. Kevin Jordan slow to get up for Peoria High. And limps down the floor.
Battle on the inside.
My goodness.
Curry went over the top of Jordan.
Kellum takes it into the lane, and the foul will be whistled on Patrick Coleman. Gerald Coleman's nephew, as Cavante Curry got in the lane and tried to put one down with an exclamation point, but couldn't quite get it done.
Boy, he just exploded to the rim.
Trey Kellum just 55% at the line this season. Has a good-looking shot.
With his Peoria ball club, with Trey Kellum being All-State, I mean, that's a player you hear so much about, but his supporting cast, that's why you're a state championship contender right there. It's not all about just Mr. Kellum on this ball club. These guys got depth, they got size, they got length with the wing spots.
Short on the second one for Kellum. He's got 11 points. It's a 14-point Peoria High lead. Inside Simpson on the good give.
Yeah, the good give by Kurt Hall. Simpson's first 2 points here in the third quarter, sitting on 16 now, had 14 at the intermission. Points in the paint, 32-14 edge to Peoria.
Jarrell White closely guarded by Simpson. Now they get it to Foot.
We talked about the size versus the quickness.
Foot slip. He said that he kept his pivot foot, but
you're gonna get a look at it. Looks like he, but yeah, it's a walk.
It's a slip.
It's a slip. It's a walk.
Hall tries the three.
Yeah, it was a mismatch right there. Hall should have went ahead and taken the ball off the bounce and taken it to the basket. He was being checked by Jordan, the 6'10" guy. Go ahead, take it off the bounce when you got a mismatch like that.
Peoria High showing a little patience here. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Lob inside to Kellen. He steps through the double team but can't get it to go. He should have used the glass. How many times have I told my children that? Use the backboard. Amos Mays to the hoop. Fouled by Jordan. He thought he got it clean, but it'll be a foul on Kevin Jordan, I believe. No, it is on Trey Kellum instead. And that'll be his third.
It just slips in between both Jordan and also Kellum, and Kellum goes for the block. Gets Javarius Amos Mays on the wrist for two. Well, the action's good, up and down, isn't it? These are two good basketball teams.
Really Chicago good. Came back from double digits yesterday, so as Dan Ruffin mentioned at the half, don't count them out.
Coach Dan Ruffin there, 8 years as the head coach of the Peoria High Lions.
He's been a Lion all his life. He was on the Lions team that finished third in 1974. He won 2 state trophies as an assistant under Chuck Fisher in 2003 and 2004. White whistled for the foul. And it'll be free throws again for North Chicago.
Long line of just outstanding head coaches at Peoria High. Buddy Hawkins, Chuck Fisher, Ruffin, Bruce Boyle.
Absolutely.
Tremendous coaches at Peoria High.
Amos Mays knocks in the free throw. He's got 14. Makes it a 10-point game. Peoria High's last field goal came at the 4:50 mark. So almost 4 minutes without a field goal for the Lions.
How tall Jordan is there next to this coach. Jordan, 6'10", senior.
Amos Mays with 15. He makes it a single-digit lead now. Peoria High led by 15 moments ago. Hill, long two, maybe too close for his range. He likes it behind the three-point arc. Amos Mays into the central double team. He gets out of it. Under a minute to go now here in the third. Aaron Simpson floated a little bit on that three-point attempt.
Yeah, just didn't get the shoulder squared up to shoot that. That's tough floating away from the basket from deep.
4 minutes plus now without a field goal for the Lions. Still they lead by 9. Kellum into the lane, no good. Hill runs it down. Well, the Lions try and hold for one here. You would think they would. Jarrell White jump stop in the lane. Boy, what an amazing play by Jarrell White. He's got 10 points.
You need a guy to make a play off of the bounce. It's Jarrell White.
That ends a 7-0 run at the buzzer. Amos Mays, no good. North Chicago battling back. They trail by 11 here. Peoria High, 8 minutes away from a 5th state championship.
And so, after due deliberation and much hard work on the part of both agencies, we've decided to award the contract to Abercrombie, and Teetweiler.
What? You gotta be kidding me! Bad call, jeez.
This is pathetic!
Those ads went out with dancing cigarettes. What are you, blind? What are you, deaf? What are you, out of your mind? Fix.
Today is Saturday, salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday, water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday, let's move Monday, swap a snack Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
And welcome back to Peoria, where the Central Lions are 8 minutes away from wrapping up a state record-tying 5th state championship, and of course celebrations for both schools. For the Lions, parade on Sunday. That would be tomorrow at 1:30. Been a parade-happy town these days, so with St. Patrick's Day being today. And a rally at the school at 2 o'clock for North Chicago. They'll have a rally in the gym at their school at 2 o'clock on Sunday, and they're going to be doing some celebrating because Lee and Greg, they don't win state trophies at North Chicago very often. They haven't won a state trophy this high, whether it's first or second, since the boys track team did it in 1986 with Amos Jones in Class 2A, and the boys wrestling team, you got to go all the way back to 1970, a state championship back then.
Well, that's quite a while. Back to the days of Greg Sterrick, right?
Boy, steal right there on the play right there. North Chicago really getting after it.
Amos Mays tries to lay it up and in, but Jarrell White gets his arm and denies him the easy layup.
North Chicago really getting after it here to start the fourth quarter on defensive end. White loses his footing on that play, and then back the other way. Whereas Amos Mays fouled hard on that play. Turnover actually was by Miles Boone for Peoria.
Well, we saw North Chicago storm back yesterday against Lanphier, a 19-2 run, and then they closed with an 8-0 run to finish the ball game and win to earn this state title berth. Amos Mays now with 16. 10-point Peoria High lead.
Jarrell White's the guy that just can handle pressure and just breaks pressure with the bounce. Boone's got it. Look for North Chicago to really try and get him in a trapping double team. That's who Peoria wants to have the ball right there is White.
Fouls on Jordan Duncan. Peoria High ball out of bounds. Eric Baird back into the ball game for Peoria High. Patrick Coleman returns for North Chicago. Inside to Kellum. What a move. A lot of contact. It'll be North Chicago ball out of bounds.
Well, it was a good move, and it looked like he was going to get to the basket quick, but Hall didn't give up on the play. And a great job by Hall, just a hustle back play. Hall gets the block on that play.
Free throw jumpers off the mark. Cavante Curry runs down the rebound. And a foul inside, and North Chicago will get free throws.
Chicago really quick to the basketball. Nice job of hustle play. Gets between two defenders. Good look inside. There is Amos Mays, and he's fouled on the play. These guys are quick on that baseline. A good quick first step that time by Javarius Amos Mays.
6 of 8 at the free throw line for the transfer from Zion Benton. He's quite a quarterback, Greg. He can throw the football 70 yards in the air, and boy, he's proven to be an awfully good basketball player too.
Yeah, he's having a good tournament. Had 13 points in the semis yesterday.
splits the free throws, gets North Chicago back within 9.
Leading scorer for North Chicago. Javarius Amos Mays with 17 in this ball game.
White in the lane. Kellum gets the rebound.
North Chicago's got to clean up those rebounds. Peoria +6 on the glass in the ball game.
Foot gives to Kellum. He's fouled and he'll go to the line. The ball wouldn't roll in for him. Trey Kellum will shoot free throws. Limited to 19 minutes yesterday. He scored 11 points despite the foul trouble.
What a surprise. The defenders all come to Foot on the play, and then Kellum slips to the goal, and Foot's able to spot him, and Kellum was fouled on the play. This guy's got 14 rebounds in the ball game.
Double-double for the Peoria High senior. Talked about the family of North Chicago. Dan Rufflin's brother is on staff. His brother Eddie was on the 77 champs. His son Daniel on the 03 champs. We talked about him being a player on the 74 third place team and an assistant under Chuck Fisher, the back-to-back state championships in 03 and 04. Peoria High up 11. And a whistle inside, and it will go against the Lions. It'll be free throws for North Chicago. That's 4 now on Trey Kellum.
Yeah, Kurt Hall, he got away with a little hook right there, but he takes it strong to the glass and kind of hooked Hill before he took it off of the bounce. Got himself all the way to the basket, was fouled on the play. And you know, Kurt Hall, again, talking about outstanding sophomores in this tournament. Kurt Hall, a very, very outstanding sophomore.
6'4", 205. Gerald Coleman says he's been the biggest surprise on our team this year. He just doesn't believe he can be stopped.
Came in the tournament averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds. On a team that's battling for a state championship.
Makes the first one. Jordan back in. Kellum sits with 4 personal fouls. Kurt Hall, 12 points, 16 boards yesterday against Lanphier. 10 of those rebounds on the offensive end. Makes both free throws. 59-50 now. Peoria High the lead. Peoria High not exactly stalling, but they're not in any hurry to score either. Second chance points, 21-8 in favor of Peoria High School.
Foot showing he can really handle the basketball too. Got to be aware of a 5-second count.
Now the North Chicago fans wanted to travel. Samar Hill thought about the 3. North Chicago's defensive pressure is outstanding here. Aldana's foot drives, gives to Augusta, and a whistle and a foul on North Chicago. Might have been a little late for North Chicago's liking. Send Josh Augusta to the free throw line.
Peoria, nice job running the clock though. Foot once again right there, takes it off the bounce and gives it up to the big guy on the inside. I mean a big guy, Josh Augusta, 6'5", 280.
Now, we mentioned he's a tight end defensive lineman. We talked to you about the schools that have offered him scholarships. Talking to him, Michigan, Wisconsin, Memphis, Louisiana, Monroe, Oklahoma is in the mix now. The big fella buries the first free throw. Makes it a 10-point game. And one thing we haven't really talked about much is Peoria High's strength of schedule, Greg. They play Manual, Lanphier, and Washington in a 13-day span. And we talked to Dan Ruffin about their strength of schedule as Darrell White gets the miss and another offensive possession here for Peoria High. He says our whole purpose of playing our schedule is to prepare us for state. See how good we are, what we need to get better at. Only do that by playing the best. And they do that year in and year out. Here's Amos Mays with the steal. North Chicago not ready to give up on this one yet.
Well, Simpson stayed with it nicely after Foote got back and challenged the shot.
18 for Simpson. Lions will run a little clock here. Dan Ruffin will take timeout with 4:50 left. Is Peoria High leading by 8.
How come insurance companies tell me I can save like 40%?
Before they even know what I need.
How come
my company never asked me
my idea of financial security?
How come nobody gives me a financial plan?
I can understand.
Country Financial does. Your country representative can help protect what you have now and prepare for the future.
Somebody who knows retirement planning
and insurance.
Yeah.
At Country, we always ask, what's your idea of financial security?
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. Now, we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
4:50 to go in this Class 3A state championship game. Hillcrest taking home the 3rd place trophy over Lanphier earlier today. This one's still in doubt. Coming up tonight, Bloom Township and Auburn kick off our Class 4A state action tonight. 6:30 here at Carver Arena, followed by Simeon and Proviso East for the 4A state championship. Matt Rodewald has been talking about that game all month long, back into February even.
Peoria really goes big with their lineup with Jordan, and you throw in the big guy on the inside, Josh Augusta. They're big on that back line, 4 and 5 spot.
Tight end, defensive lineman, and 2nd place in the state shot put. You know he's going to be pretty good size if he's doing that kind of activities. Foote turns it over. North Chicago finished strong yesterday. Simpson takes it in off the glass and good. Aaron Simpson with 20.
We'll get the turnover at the other end, and Simpson gets the bucket. You got a 6-point ball game.
And Jarrell White is fouled as he gets double teamed.
Simpson just takes it off the bounce, just splits Foote. Foote didn't bother to try and move his feet and take away that drive, and Simpson gets all the way to the rack, keeps his chin up right there, watches the ball fall through the net. Gotta keep your chin on that rim when you're taking it strong.
Fouls on Aaron Simpson, his 3rd. Jarrell White at the line. He's a 60% free thrower. His first free throw of the afternoon is good. White did not score yesterday. What a game he's had today. Both free throws are good. He's got 12 points, and it's back to an 8-point Peoria High lead.
Augusta checks out. Thought he did a nice job in a reserve row. Kellum got a breather.
Kellum with 4 personal fouls. Peoria High's leading scorer. Jarrell White closely guarding Simpson. He leans in, tries to get some contact. Somebody had a hold of Kurt Hall as he went for the rebound. His left arm was pinned by somebody down inside there. And I'm not so sure it was inadvertent, Greg.
Well, North Chicago's got to chase down every rebound here late in this ball game.
There's a mismatch. Hall on Kevin Jordan, the big 6'10" guy coming out to the perimeter to guard him, trying to protect Kellum, who's got the 3 personals.
Kurt Hall off of the bounce right there. May have got away with a charge. Did they call a charge?
Sure looked like Foot had his position. That's the toughest call in basketball, of course. But 4 personals now on Aldonis Foot. A lot of sweaty bodies on that floor on that play. Kurt Hall goes to the line, the sophomore, 2 of 4 there today.
These free throws are really big now.
He has played beyond his years here in these 2 games in Peoria. $10 points for the sophomore. Miles Boone replaces Aldonis Foot. Hall can make it a 6-point game here. (62-55). Peoria High almost turns it over. They do. Simpson for 3. Hall on the offensive glass. It's off North Chicago. It'll be Peoria High ball.
Well, I think Aaron Simpson would like to have that 3 ball back. Well, he had a really good look at a 3 on that baseline right there. Almost goes down. In the battle for the rebound, battling hard on the offensive glass.
Peoria High has not scored a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They really haven't looked to. They've tried to take the air out of the basketball. Jordan takes it inside. He was trying to score there. And the big guy will go to the line. The foul on Coleman.
Peoria guys really handle the ball nicely. Baird, a nice job in the open floor. The nice little dish, the bounce pass, a good catch by Jordan. Goes up to try and finish, and Coleman picks up the personal foul. It's going to send Jordan to the line to shoot 2.
No free throws today for Jordan. Only 45% at the line this season. A big one there. His father and his uncle, Kevin and Kelvin, were on the 1977 state champions Central Lions team. His uncle Kelvin was an assistant coach at Peoria High. Died just a couple of years ago. His father came over from Woodruff High School and is now an assistant coach. 63-55. 1 and done that time for North Chicago. Lions the other way. Baird takes it in. It goes, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Eric Baird with the lay-in.
Jordan got it started. The big guy cleans up the rebound there. And a good look out to the outside. And Baird gets himself right to the basket. And big basket that time by Baird on the play. Miles Boone with the assist. He finds Baird.
Amos Mays picks up his 3rd foul. Eric Baird with a big play. 5 points for Eric Baird. Peoria High back up 11. North Chicago had closed to 7. Simpson takes it inside. He's whistled for the charge. Oh, check that. It's on Boone.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-shot opportunity.
Well, the way Simpson reacted when he came out of there, I thought they were calling a charge. .73% free thrower.
20 points in the ball game for Simpson, but most of the damage was at 14 at the halftime.
Only one field goal for Aaron Simpson in the third quarter. Makes the second, 21 points for him, a 10-point game. Clock working against North Chicago here. State championship on the line. More IHSA March Madness coming your way tonight. Trey Kellum had it knocked away, got it back. Eric Baird controls it, brings it back out for Peoria High. They've really kind of been in this spread, kill a little clock offense the entire quarter. Inside, Kellum with the bucket.
Eric Baird show handling the ball. Then he finds Trey Kellum with a finish.
Well, we said it yesterday, Globetrotter Curly Boo Johnson in the crowd, and that was Globetrotter-esque as Simpson knocks in the three. He's not conceding anything just yet. Simpson now with 24. He makes it a 9-point game. Fouls on Simpson. There's Curly Boo Johnson. Sit up, Curly. Boo. Boo, you're on TV. Sit up. There he is. Okay. Wearing his St. Paddy's Day green today. Peoria High alum. Jarrell White, not a great scoring guard, Greg, but he carries on that tradition of great Peoria High guards and gets it done in other ways.
He's the guy that makes it all happen. He's really the leader on the floor for this ball club. He's the glue. He takes care of the basketball. He's the guy that makes the bigs inside happy all the time. He's the guy that finds Foot. He's the guy that finds Kellum. He knows when Kevin Jordan needs a touch. Keeps all his teammates happy.
And Dan Ruffin underscored just that point after a loss to Manual in the regular season finale. He said our guard play was weak. If you don't have good guard play, your big guys don't matter. Foot runs down the miss by Simpson. Jarrell White picks up his dribble with nowhere to go and turns it over. Simpson open for three in the corner. Bounces long. Hall had a hand on the rebound. And the foul will be on Aldana's Foot, and that will be his fifth.
Now it's a battle on the inside with Foot and also Hall. They've been battling the last 2 or 3 possessions. The shot goes up by Simpson in the corner. It's a long shot and a long rebound, and Kurt Hall was able to battle Aldana's Foot, and Foot fouls out of the ball game. 17 points and 3 rebounds in the contest.
Tries to urge the crowd on here in his hometown. Fouls out with 17 points. Didn't score in the fourth quarter, but oh, what a charge he put into this crowd in the first quarter with a couple of high-flying alley-oop dunks and a big block.
Well, he set the tone early at the ball game with the dunks, and he had 11 points in the first half, and his afternoon over was 17.
Kurt Hall makes his first free throw. He's had a very impressive tournament this weekend, I think. .145 to play. Hall tries to make it an 8-point ball game.
Another board for Kellum. 15 rebounds for Trey Kellum.
Jarrell White dribbles through 3 Warhawks. And the foul on Jordan Duncan. And it's a double bonus for Peoria High. It'll be 2 free throws for the Lions and Miles Boone here. Which, I hate to say it, but the way Miles has shot free throws this year is not a bad play for North Chicago.
Just a little over 30% from the free throw line. One of 3 at the line today for the 6'1" junior.
Boy, that did everything but go in. Good form. I thought he was going to get the shooter's roll. That didn't go.
Yeah, since that about the 4-minute mark, 4:10, 4:15, somewhere in there, Peoria's been able to make 4 out of the last 6 free throws, so they've been able to knock down throws.
Been a bugaboo for them all year. 65% as a team regular season, 58% in the postseason. That was before yesterday's game. Amos Mays, the miss and a foul. It is going to go against Miles Boone, who hits the floor.
Boone kind of got tangled up that time on the play with Kevonte Curry.
Curry at the line. He had quite a game yesterday. 16 points, 11 boards. Seniors 2 of 2 at the line today. Missed that one. Got 2 free throws though. It's double bonus. Patrick Coleman back in for North Chicago.
Juan McLeod checks out and hampered with a knee injury just about the whole year. He played in the super sectional where he had 14 ball games, but he missed almost the entire season. Only a sophomore.
9-point lead for the Lions. They've got the ball with just over a minute to play. Eric Baird loses it.
Boy, he stayed with it. What a hustle play that time by Baird. Big guy Jordan down on the deck.
I believe there's a foul against North Chicago.
Go on Curry.
1 minute remaining. It'll be free throws for Peoria High. That's a little push there, and Jordan's slow to get up.
He went down hard, it looked like on his hip.
Kevin Jordan at the line. He's 1 of 2 there today and misses that one. Gerald Coleman takes timeout for North Chicago with 55.3 to play in this 3A championship game. Peoria High hanging on to a 9-point lead. They led by 9 after 3 quarters.
Yeah, Peoria's starting to celebrate just a little bit, and it pretty much dominated this basketball game. Really, when you look back at the halftime, it was an 8-point lead, 39-31 for Peoria, and then they came back and hit 6 of their first 7 shots to start the third quarter.
Hillcrest takes home the 3rd place trophy in 3A. Peoria High 55.3 away from taking home their 5th state championship trophy. Tonight it's Bloom Township and Auburn in 4A. That one kicks off at 6:30 here on the IHSA TV network. Simeon and Proviso East cap it off, the final game of America's original March Madness for 2012. Let's go to Matt Rodewald.
Now, this is really more for Greg, but Dan Ruffin's huddle is all about making sure you hang on to the basketball because, quote, if it ain't a layup, bring it back. Trying to run some clock, just desperate for his kids to be smart about the next 55 seconds.
Want them just to take care of the basketball, and really they don't need to get any more points at this point or this stage of the basketball game. And I credit Peoria for being able to knock down free throws late in this ball game. It's been a real key, and North Chicago's really gotten after them on the defensive end. They have turned the basketball over 15 times, but that's not bad with the pressure that North Chicago's thrown at them here this afternoon.
I can appreciate that too, Matt, just so you know. If it ain't a layup, bring it out. Jordan back at the line. The big fella with the miss. 9 points Can North Chicago make that up in under a minute? Aaron Simpson's going to get a chance to go to the line and score some points with the clock stopped.
Well, Simpson at only 6 foot, 175, 180. He can really attack the basket off of the bounce.
Talking to the ISU coaching staff a little bit yesterday, Rob Judson, he says, I said, what's he going to play for you guys? Well, he's kind of a combo guard. He can, a la Allen Iverson, you know, play a little of both. 25 points in this game for 6-foot senior Aaron Simpson, the #1 scorer in Illinois.
Well, he's come through a good program at North Chicago where you have to guard the play, not only score points, and he'll be a good defensive player for Illinois State on the perimeter.
26 points for Simpson.
Collision over there.
Foul on North Chicago's Amos Mays.
White a good job taking care of the ball with the right hand. Ooh, right there, he might have led, got away with it, leading with the elbow on that play.
Senior Jarrell White at the line. 3 of 4 there today. He's got 13 points.
Yeah, when you don't really ask him to score points.
No.
When he gets 13 points for you, I mean, you're really happy with that.
Just about double his average.
Didn't look for him to score points yesterday.
Misses them both. 7-point deficit for the Warhawks. Simpson 3. Ooh, just long. North Chicago gets it back. Simpson lost control of it. Now loose ball on the floor, picked up by Jarrell White. Gives it ahead. Eric Baird takes it in, lays it in for Peoria High, and that's going to be the exclamation point on this one. 72-63 Lions. Kellum takes it away. Can't hang on to it. North Chicago gets it back, and with 6.4 left. It's a foul on Boone. Miles Boone fouls out of this contest. 3 points for Miles Boone. Check that, 4 points for Miles Boone.
Boone got a little bit frustrated. He and Hall had a few battles on the inside, and you know, wasn't necessary for Miles Boone to pick up those fouls. I think Hall got in his head just a little bit here late in the ball game.
Jaquan McLeod will go to the line. Javarius Amos Mays emotional as he comes off the floor for North Chicago.
Yeah, good ball game for him. 17 points, 8 rebounds.
Quite a run for North Chicago the last 2 years. A 4th place trophy a year ago. They'll take home the 2nd place prize this year.
They finished the year 25-7.
Jarrell White runs out the clock, and the Peoria High Lions are state champions in Class 3A.
The celebration begins.
Aaron Simpson and the North Chicago Warhawks didn't get to the state championship game last year. They got to it this year, but it's the Peoria High Lions tying a state record with their 5th basketball title. They tie Peoria Manual, Chicago Simeon. Simeon with a chance to win their 6th tonight. Proviso could win their 5th.
White just throws the ball up in the air. And the celebration begins.
It's a hometown celebration for the Peoria High Lions. They go to school just about 2 miles from center court. And they bring home the first place trophy in Class 3A, Peoria High's first state championship since the 2004 season when the Lions won back-to-back state titles. Sean Livingston, the future NBA player.
Peoria finished with a record of 28-3. And a tremendous year for Peoria in the state championship. North Chicago is going to finish 25-7 in the ball game.
Tears on both sides, tears of joy for the Peoria High Lions. Kevin Jordan and his father talked this week about the emotion of sharing a state championship in their lives. Kevin, of course, and his twin brother Kelvin winning the state title in 1977. Kevin's brother and the younger Kevin's uncle died a couple of years ago, and Kevin told me earlier this week, he said, I'm sure Kelvin would be, wherever he is, he would be glad to see his nephew and his brother winning another state championship for his beloved Peoria High Lions.
When you're a high school basketball player, this is as good as it gets, Lee. This is where it's supposed to end, right here.
Now, one of the earliest memories I have watching IHSA basketball on TV is seeing Bruce Boyle's 1977 state championship team on the IHSA TV network, and they joined that great tradition with a 72-64 win here. Let's go to Paul Herzog, and he will have the trophy presentation for us here at Carver Arena.
We direct your attention to midcourt for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual awards for 2012, Class 3A. Illinois High School Association State Basketball Tournament is proud to be here for the 18th time and presenting medallions with members of the IHSA Board of Directors attending this game. They are Margaret Hayes, Chicago Maria, Division I. James Boyd, Port Byron Riverdale, Division 4. Ron Connor, Clinton, Division 5. Dr. Chuck Nagel, East Peoria, Division 6. Jim Woodward, Anna Jonesboro, Division 7. Deborah Pitts, Bethalto Civic Memorial, at large. Dr. Jeanette Nichols, Normal Community, an at-large board member. Dr. James Quaid of Aurora Marmion, also an at-large member, and Greg Bradley, Mount Zion, the treasurer. At this time, let's meet the Warhawks of North Chicago, second place with a record of 25-7, 2012. The superintendent, Milton Thompson. Principal, Eric Gallagher. Athletic Director, Dr. Brian Colbert. Athletic Trainer, Laura Watkinson, excuse me. Head Coach, Gerald Coleman. Associate Head Coach, Cheryl Coleman. Assistant Coach, Brian Eck. Assistant Coach, Jeffrey Hollenstein. Assistant Coach, Zach White. Assistant Coach, Gerard Coleman. Assistant Coach, Michael Berry. Assistant Coach, Kenny Wilson. And now the Warhawk players. Number 1, Aaron Simpson. Number 2, Javarius Amos Mays. Number 10, Jordan Duncan. 11, Jaquan McLeod. 15, Denzel Terrell. 21, Marvin Warfield. 22, Kelly Brown. 23, Cavante Curry. 24, Tyrone Linder. 31, Jamero Shelton. 32, Marjan Bryant. 33, Kurt Hall. 50, Gerard Coleman. And 52, Patrick Coleman. The Warhawks of North Chicago, second place 2012 in 3A. Congratulations. At this time, meet the Lions of Peoria High School. First place in 3A with a record of 28-3. Meet the superintendent of Peoria High, Dr. Ganita Lathan. Principal, Brett Elliott. Athletic Director, Brian Dunphy. Athletic Trainer, Christopher Sharkey. Thank you. Head Coach, Dan Ruffin. Assistant Coach, Ron Ruffin. Assistant Coach, Thomas Wyatt. Assistant Coach, Ricky Spencer. Assistant Coach, Kevin Jordan. Assistant Coach, Mike Lawless. Assistant Coach, Roma Lemon. And now, the Lions players. Number 1, Robert Walker. 3, Adam Scholl. 5, Jarrell White. 11, Miles Boone. 15, Kyle Washington. 21, Eric Johnson. 22, Eldonis Foote. 24, Eric Baird. 25, Trey Kellum. 32, Shamar Hill. 33, Kevin Jordan. 34, Brandon Lindley. 42, Terrell Rankins Shield. 44, Adante Thomas. And 50, Josh Augusta. The Peoria Central Lions, their 5th state championship. Congratulations to the Lions. And now, as Deborah Pitts of the board presents the second place trophy, will Coach Coleman, North Chicago, step forward, receiving the second place trophy for 3A 2012. Presenting the championship trophy for first place will be Dr. Jeanette Knuckles. At this time, Coach Ruffin and the captains of Peoria High School step forward to receive the 2012 3A State Championship trophy.
And congratulations to the Peoria High Lions. Just moments ago, Matt Rodewald caught up with the newest state champs.
72-64, a big win and another state championship for Peoria Central. Aldana's foot, that was quite the show you put on in the first quarter, really setting the tone tonight.
Man, just come out, play hard. Coach was stretching me out real good in the locker room, and I came out. And my back was hurting, but I came out and played good. I'm just too happy right now.
You guys are all banged up coming into this one. What really pushed you guys? You knew they were going to play the same way you wanted to play.
We wanted it more. We want that big trophy. We want them rings. We wanted to get Coach Ruff a championship. He been head coach for 8 seasons and ain't got one, and we wanted to prove to people that he deserves it.
All right, Aldana's, congratulations on your big night. We'll talk to your head coach, Dan Ruffin, now. You've been here 8 years as a head coach, and now you get your name on the head coaching line here. Your first state championship, and that's a state record-tying 5th state championship for Peoria Central.
Hey, it was a long time coming, but it was worth the wait. Fantastic job by my kids.
Aggressive, up and down, great guard play, Peoria Central that we all expect to see, and once again, putting their stamp on the record book.
Exactly, that's what we do. Pressure the ball, get the ball up and down the floor, and play good, strong defense.
Got control of it, and it took a while to really put it away, but you guys seem very poised in this championship environment. Helps to be at home.
Yes, it does. It always helps to be at home. The guys, they just kept themselves together, and you know, we didn't give them a lot of freedom this weekend, but it was worth it.
All right, well, you go enjoy it. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Head coach Dan Ruffin, who gets his first state championship, the 5th state championship to go along with 1908, 1977, and the back-to-back years of 2003 and 2004. The Lions are the champs once again.
All right, Matt Rodewald, thank you very much. Lee Hall, Greg Sterick. Greg, Peoria High really made a statement in this ball game.
Well, congratulations to Peoria. They were definitely the best basketball team here this weekend. 3 guys in double figures in this ball game. Foot led the way for them. They had the size. I just felt like the size of Peoria really took its toll on a very, very good North Chicago basketball team.
Dan Ruffin has been around the Central program all his life. He was a sub on the 3rd place team in '74. He graduated the year before the '77 state champs. He was an assistant in '03 and '04, but he gets his name on there, as Matt said, as the head coach. He was a role player before, but he leads Peoria High to their 5th state championship. That ties a state record. Congratulations to North Chicago for a 2nd place finish, and the Peoria High Lions, your 3A state champions for 2012. For Matt Rodewald, Greg Sterick, our great crew here in Peoria, so long. More high school basketball, America's original March Madness, coming your way tonight. So long from Peoria.
I could be tweeting about the cool video I just saw, but instead, I'm saying